Hi Smogon, this is Muffinhead. Over the next few weeks, Solace and I will be laddering on VGC 2012 on the Scarmless server with this team. We will be casting those games in order to explain to the users how to play doubles, how to get better, how to build a good team, what works and what doesn't, and all those good things. We made this team just the other day, and she can't make it today, so I'll just explain how it's supposed to work. Our offensive core is Yanmega and Terrakion. They work very, very well together. Yanmega, after a speed boost, from getting help from Detect, after a speed boost it outspeeds and one-hit KOs many common Pokemon in the tier, such as Latios, Weavile, and Fernape, all that good stuff. Air Slash deals with the fighting type Pokemon all over the place, but it has trouble against flying type Pokemon and Rock Slides. That's where Terrakion comes in. Terrakion resists Rock Slide and Heat Wave aimed at Yanmega, has Stab Rock Slide to deal damage to Chandelure and Zapdos, which are again the biggest threats to Yanmega. Terrakion also boasts Close Combat for those Rock and Steel type Pokemon, and we gave it a Focus Sash because Terrakion is pretty frail, especially when you consider the defense drop from Close Combat, and we just decided to sash it just in case of Scarf Pokemon or Draco Meteors that crit or anything. Safeguard was our third move slot in order to stop Amoonguss from destroying everything. Experienced double battle players know all about Amoonguss and how annoying it can get. And Protect for protecting against fake outs, priority, and playing defensively in general. Solace and I looked at this team and we tried to think of things that could beat it so that we could add the next 4 Pokemon. Well, when you look at this team, you see 2 fast, frail offensive Pokemon that have no real way to deal with priority or Trick Room. Yanmega dies to Trick Room. Its built-in speed boost automatically makes it lose against Trick Room. And Terrakion has base 108 speed, sorry. And it's just too fast to work in Trick Room, so dedicated Trick Room teams such as Hariyama, Dusknoir, or Rhyperior can really deal serious damage to this team. Not only that, but priority. Priority is huge in VGC 2012. Bullet Punch users such as Scizor, Metagross, and Fake Out and Mach Punch users like Hitmontop, they can also Sucker Punch Yanmega. They take this team apart pretty quickly. We needed something that could shrug off those priority attacks and deal damage to those Pokemon that use them. We decided on Choice Specs Rotom W. With a modest nature and Choice Specs, it does a ton of damage to all those priority users, Metagross, Scizor, and it also resists Bullet Punch 4 times, which is fantastic because it's a great switch into those. Thunderbolt deals damage to the flying types that give Yanmega problems. Hidden Power Ice does the same thing, but it also allows coverage on Garchomp, which is one of the biggest threats in VGC 2012. Trick is here as kind of an unorthodox option to trick onto a Trick Room team. If you trick Choice Specs onto Trick Room user, they are forced to use Trick Room again, or taking away a obvious type gem from a Pokemon can always be a great thing. Tricking a Choice Specs onto, say, Rhyperior can give you an advantage if you don't want to risk the Hydro Pump miss. So now we have a weapon against priority, and it has decent bulk and defensive typing too. We still needed something that could deal with common Trick Room teams. There are several ways to deal with Trick Room teams. You can taunt the Trick Room user, you can spore the Trick Room user, you can imprison and Trick Room, which is some say is the best option for defeating it. Or you can just reverse Trick Room, which is a lot easier. Cresselia is one of the bulkiest Pokemon in VGC 2012. It has Levitate, so it's immune to those earthquakes that are everywhere. It can reverse Trick Room. It can Icy Wind faster opponents. Once again, Garchomp, Latios, all those things. It has Psychic for fighting types that are everywhere in the tier, and it also prevents it from being taunted and struggling. And Helping Hand, which can boost Terrakion's Rock Slides or finish off a Pokemon at 20% health. Helping Hand Bullet Punch, very good strategy. Helping Hand works with anything. If you're not sure if it KOs or if there's a slight chance of it to KO, Helping Hand plus that attack will give you the advantage right away. Calm Nature with max special defense and HP is used to better stop weather teams, such as the rain team spamming Thunder and Surf. Cresselia with Citrus Berry kind of shrugs it off, gets some HP back, and then sets up either Trick Room or Icy Wind. Now if they take out Cresselia, then Trick Room can be set up pretty easily, and that can be game. So we decided to use something that can function in and out of Trick Room. Metagross is a great option. It's not too fast, not too slow. It can work in Trick Room because of its lower base speed, but it can work out of Trick Room because it survives pretty much every common attack. It is not one-hit KO'd by Garchomp's Earthquake, and with an Ockerberry it's not KO'd by Heat Wave from Zapdos or Chandelure. Bullet Punch is what really sold us. We needed something that could finish off Focus Sash users, anything that survived Bug Buzz from Yanmega or Rock Slide from Terrakion, as well as if you're in Trick Room and you're panicking and you need that extra damage to win, Bullet Punch is what you use. So now we have our offensive combo, something to stop priority users, and two things that kind of discourage Trick Room from being set up in general. Fake Out is one of the biggest, most important things in VGC 2012. It's used to gain that instant momentum. Turn 1, you fake out and you use a spread move and you're already winning. Most people have been using multi-scale Dragonite. I'm not going to diss it, it's very good. It survives those Abomasnow Blizzards and Garchomp Dragon Claws and everything else. Solace and I decided to use Inner Focus. It also helps against those Trick Room plus Fake Out teams. The strategy is you lead with Dragonite and something like Metagross. They fake out one of them. If it's Dragonite, Dragonite can still move. It can still attack the Trick Room user. Dragon Claw, stab Dragon Claw off of 204 attack is incredibly powerful. Fire Punch covers Ferrothorn, Abomasnow, Bronzong, and other threats. Extreme Speed once again works in Trick Room pretty well, especially considering that it's +2 priority now in Gen 5. That means that also Sucker Punch will not work against a Dragonite using Extreme Speed, because Extreme Speed will go first. We could not decide what the last move slot should be. We were debating between Roar and Protect, and I know Roar in double battles, etc., it's crazy. But what Roar does is you can roar out a Pokemon using Trick Room, and it stops it from using Trick Room, because Trick Room is the lowest priority move, I'm pretty sure, one of them. Roar goes before Trick Room, and it roars it out and completely stops everything. Works very well with Inner Focus. Since we aren't using multi-scale, we needed Dragonite to survive those ice attacks, so we gave it a Yak Berry in order to survive Blizzards, Ice Beams, everything. So this is our team once again: Yanmega, Terrakion, Rotom W, Metagross, Cresselia for support, and Dragonite for Inner Focus. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below, and we'll be putting up some double battle soon. Thanks for watching. Happy Halloween.